Greetings, this is Commander Ascorbius, and tonight we're going to try to get to the bottom of this VR hardware configuration, software configuration nonsense. It's really difficult as a HTC Vive owner to try and get the best out of the current set of tricks that we've got. For one, I'm having to run the beta version of Steam VR, which I'm not sure you should have to do. So I've installed a cool piece of software here called GPU-Z by Tech PowerUp, and I'm also showing you the Steam VR settings down there, the little graph to show what it's doing. So as you can see, we've got the details here of the card. I'm going to switch it over to sensors. Right, so we can see a little graph on each of these bars to show what the video card is doing. I did try and get the settings screen in there so that we could see if it's dropping frames, but I didn't have any luck with that. So I'm going to start up Elite Dangerous. I've actually set it back to normal high mode, so it's not got any of the settings to make it look good. So it doesn't have the HMD quality set, it doesn't have super sampling set, so it's basically your stock when you get it out of the box, and this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to fire this up. It's going to take a little while. Okay, so we've got the Frontier logo. As you can see, the graph at the bottom is quite nice right now. It's not doing an awful lot of work. So I'm in VR mode now. When we get to the screen, you'll see it looks like arse. Come on. Okay, so this looks blurry and nasty, as you can see. See how blurry the text is? I don't see if you can see from there. Now, on a headset, that looks really nasty. Alright, so now I've currently switched off the asynchronous reprojection. It's off. I want to see what the difference is. So, let me see if this will work. Okay, so I'm going to set this to VR Ultra. So all the reprojections are turned off. I want to see what it does. Thanks. This is so blurry. So we set this to VR Ultra. Alright. We'll apply. Am I sure? Yes. Let me reset the direction on the head-mounted display, because there is currently a bug that when you've used the options. So this is with asynchronous reprojection turned off, and VR Ultra isn't looking too bad. But it is losing some frames. Let's have a look at the thing. As you can see, it's being quite busy right now. So let's go back into the main menu. Let's see if I can start the game. I'll start it in solo. Because one of the big connection area. Oh, having a laugh. Come on. Connect to training. Let's do that. Let's see if we can connect to one of the training missions. Docking. Alright. This might help us. This is a local instance. We don't need to connect to Frontier's servers. Just want the engine to be running. Alright, so this is already very, very steppy.
Hey, Commander. Now it's time for you to help me out. I need you to do a cargo run for me. Ordinarily, I'd take care of this myself,
right.
but I'm not on the best of terms with the
frames.
security forces.
See all the red on the graph there?
So you're gonna have to take my place.
The red on the graph
When
is
you're ready,
causing
return to the surface to take your ship out of the hangar. I'll keep in contact with you as you make your way there.
I don't think so. I'm not even going to launch. I am going to go to options. And I'm going to set this up to the max as I had it. Quality. This is with... Alright, so super sampling. I'm setting you to 0.75 or 0.85, not 1.25. And head-mounted display quality is 2. Right? Okay. So it's the game. It's really, really juddery. 1 second. Let's get my straighten up again. There we go. Right, juddery, and what's it doing on the graph? Red all over the place. Red all over the place. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the settings screen. I'm getting tons of missed frames. Performance. I'm going to say allow asynchronous reprojection and see what it does. Whoa! Look at that immediately. Look at it into the graph. And now inside the cockpit, it is really silky smooth. That is like the magic button. That's the magic button. I can't believe it. And it looks really nice from here. So, I have no idea what it's done. And the frame rate now, I'm getting the very, very occasional red bar go across. Very occasional. Unusual, very unusual. Okay, so let's try cranking up some of the settings and see what it does. It looks really nice in here now. So in the quality, shadow, I want high or ultra shadows. Let's see if what that does. I do like the shadows. Not getting any frame drops. Let's see if I can get outside in the training. Alright, nice shadows. This be interesting to see what that looks like in the graph. Let's look at that. Not getting any spikes, no. Some bizarre performance cap things. This could, of course, be because I've got these utilities running. Let me sidewind a piece of junk. Alright, so what next? What else can we fiddle with? Alright, this is going to mess with my orientation again. Let's turn off the anti-aliasing. I don't think it needs it. And there was the terrain work. Let's set that to about here. Terrain material quality, ultra. So that's two things. That's terrain. That's not going to affect anything in here. Environment, ultra. See if that makes any difference. No difference. No slow down. No slow down at all. It's quite nice. Let's get back in the cockpit. I know how to play this game tutorial. Here's the surface. Up there looks incredible.
not, Commander?
Nope. I'm just looking at it. This looks brilliant now. So what is the graph doing? It's not
This
maxed out.
cargo won't deliver itself, you know. Launch your ship, Commander.
Abide by our rules, or suffer the consequences of your infractions.
I need to make this a little bit bigger on screen. This thing here, let's get this bigger. Let's see. Let's see what we're missing here.
Pilots, unauthorized fighting
I'm going to take this out and see what it does.
such acts of terrorism.
Ship is released. You can use your vertical thrusters to clear the landing pad.
Really?
By the way, try not to end up in
Landing
wall
gear
decoration on your way out.
Integrity compromised.
Okay, you're clear of the access corridor. Your ship's still mass-locked by the station. Once you get beyond 5 kilometers, you'll be able to make the jump to Super Cruise.
You didn't see that, right? Smooth out here. Really smooth. Alright, I'm going to fly it over the station and see what it does.
Clear of mass lock, Commander. You're good to charge up your frame shift drive now. Just hold on tight.
Shields online.
I have no idea you could go in here. Ah, maybe mass locked, but... Alright, can I get in there?
Shields offline.
I'm gonna blow up, but... Anything like that? No, that's actually good. I'm not missing any frames. I'm getting no frame drops at all. Oops.
Pilot
Oh dear.
Eject. Eject.
Well, that was the end of that sidewinder. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. That's nailed this, as far as I can tell. So there you go. Asynchronous reprojection is the magic button, and setting the head-mounted display quality to 2, and then playing around with the super sampling settings. I've got mine at 0.85. It seems to be amazing. So I turned off anti-aliasing because it doesn't actually make any difference, and it's just more work for the card. Because then it's got to smooth out pixels. Well, actually, it doesn't matter with the head-mounted display for the Vive. The resolution is limited as it stands anyway, and turning on anti-aliasing makes no difference, as far as I can see. But then again, I've got crappy eyes. So there you go. So I'll stick this up, and you can use this as perhaps not a tutorial, but just as a it works. And thanks to everybody who helped out. I'll put your names in the description. So, as always, if you like this video, click like and subscribe to get more stuff from me. And remember, have a good time and fly aimless.